Hi, my name's Sacha and I have a family vlog called 8 Miles From Home, and I create a daily video along with my husband and our baby girl Story about our life as first time parents. Today for Netmums I'm sharing with you my top baby buys that I could not live without. Now babies come with a lot of needs, so let's get started on some of the essentials I bought when my baby girl was born. First up, clothes. It might seem really obvious, baby needs clothes, but how many and what sizes should you buy? It's a good idea to buy both newborn and 0 to 3 month clothing. Have a selection because there's no way to know before your baby's born how big they're actually going to be. As it happens, my daughter got a lot of wear out of her newborn clothes and she was actually still in some of her newborn vests up to 2 months old. So sleep suits and all-in-ones, these are great. You like them, don't you? My daughter practically lived in these sleep suits for the first 3 months. They're easy to put on and it's easy to do a change if you need to. You don't have to worry about a full outfit as it's just the one item that you need to change. Vests. My daughter was born in the winter time and we would put a vest underneath her clothes just to make sure she was nice and warm at all times. We also used quite a few hats. We used to put Story to bed in a hat, didn't we? They were good to keep her warm during the night, and if we went out we would put a hat on her just to protect from the cold and the wind. When the spring and summer came around, then we used sun hats, and Story doesn't mind wearing hats, so that's a good thing. She keeps them on normally. Should we take this off now? Don't need a hat inside, do you? Next up is blankets. Now we had quite a few blankets when Story was born. We were gifted quite a few and we did actually use them quite a lot. If baby's asleep and you feel like they might need a little bit of an extra layer, you can just pop one over them rather than having to disturb them and wake them to put extra clothes on. Blankets are also great to swaddle your baby and to wrap them up, and it mimics being back in the womb, so blankets are great to do that and to make baby feel safe and secure. Next up are bibs and muslin cloths. Now these are real essential items and I did not realise how essential they were going to be until we had Story. Babies really are messy, and during the first 3 months we were getting through 4 to 5 bibs a day. Bibs are a great way to protect baby's clothes when you're feeding. These muslin cloths are very handy during and after a feed, for burping, catching any spit up and, dare I say it, projectile vomiting. It does happen. Some muslin cloths are actually big enough to use as a swaddle, a sunshade maybe, or even a cover up if you've forgotten a blanket when you're out. We still use them now, even though my daughter's 9 months old. We always have a muslin with us. We do use them a lot less now, but they are just really handy to have on you just in case. Okay, so you're now prepared with clothes, bibs and muslin cloths, but your baby needs somewhere to sleep. Babies sleep a lot and my little girl still has 2 naps during the day, so having a nice, clean, safe environment for your baby to sleep in is essential. Who's that? So the next item on my couldn't live without list is a Moses basket or a crib. My daughter really loved her Moses basket. She ended up staying in her Moses basket up to 5 months old, and we had it next to our bed so we could see her at all times. Once she outgrew her Moses basket, we moved her into a cot, which she now sleeps in. So along with the Moses basket or the crib, you will need to have enough bedding and sheets because they will need to be changed quite often. Next up, nappies, and you are going to need a lot of these. Before you have your baby, it is a good idea to make sure you are fully stocked in the nappy department. You could end up doing nappy changes up to 8 to 10 times a day. We had a selection of newborn nappies as well as the next size up. Little babies do grow fast, so they might not be in newborn nappies for too long. Along with the nappies, other baby buys you will need are wipes, nappy bags, nappy creams and powders to make sure baby is always fresh and dry. We actually didn't use regular nappy powder on Story for long. We swapped it for corn flour, which is a natural alternative to talcum powder. So there's a little tip from me. So the next baby buy that I couldn't live without is feeding bottles. I tried breastfeeding Story and it just didn't work for me, so I've been exclusively bottle feeding since 3 weeks old. Is it funny? We had a kit of 6 bottles of varying sizes with slow flow teats, a steriliser and a bottle warmer. You will also need to buy infant formula, but there are so many brands and types of different formulas to choose from, so it will be a personal choice what you decide to feed your baby. Another baby buy that I'm glad we had was a little baby grooming kit. I did not realise how fast babies' nails grew, so these little baby nail clippers have been essential. So the next baby buy that I couldn't have lived without is our Doona car seat. We went with the Doona car seat because it doubles as a stroller and it has been really great to use. We also do have another pushchair for our daughter that we use if we are doing a longer day trip. There really are so many pushchairs to choose from, but whatever you choose really does depend on your lifestyle and even on the size of your car. For newborns, it's good to have a seat that can fully recline so they can sleep while they're out and about. Just make sure you cover the basics of having good brakes, a good sturdy frame, and it's comfortable for you to push. My last baby buy that I couldn't have lived without is our baby carrier. Even though we have pushchairs for our baby girl, we actually ended up using the sling and carrier a lot more. We used a lightweight travel sling and also a fabric wrap sling, which was great for when Story was a newborn and she could fall asleep in it, and it was comfortable for her to be close to us while we were out. We even used it around the house a couple of times and it helped us be able to get our housework and chores done. Using a baby carrier also means that you can have both hands free as well, which is great. Story always seemed to love being in her sling and she still does, and they're really good for things like a forest walk or a event when a pram just isn't practical, like if there's a lot of steps to go up. Just make sure the sling or baby carrier has good support for your baby's head and it's comfortable for you to wear as well, and definitely was one of the best things we bought. So that was my list of my top baby buys that I couldn't have lived without. I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it useful. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe. Bye! Say bye! No, have you gone quiet now?